So basically what we're looking at here, let me get right into it. This is the Dakota fire hole or Dakota fire pit. It essentially is an underground fire pit, ideal for camping, cooking, stealth fires, and quick and easy to build, hasty. You can put it out really fast. You can do all kinds of things with this. And let's get right down into it. So the Dakota fire hole is, let's for argument's sake, I'm going to grab my cool little camouflage pencil here, that the pencil is the earth, right? So this will be the earth. Essentially, you want to dig a hole roughly 6 to 8 inches across, and maybe a foot deep, and channel over to another hole that's roughly the same size. So, and I'll write that down here, 6 to 8 inches, not 6'8", but 6 to 8 inches across, 6 to 8 inches across, and we'll go, let's here, let's, I don't know, whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever is necessary, whatever you think you might need. 8 to 12 inches deep, let's say. Then you want to channel through here, and keep in mind putting your spoils at a not too far away, but keep it close, because what you can do, if you need to make a hasty retreat or get out of there, or snuff your fire out, you can quickly extinguish your fire with the spoil, the dig out, right on top of it, bury it very quickly, and leave very, very little footprint, or marks that you were in the area. Also, they say, say that there's a tree, here, let's say that there's a tree, and you have your foliage and your branches and stuff, out, excuse me, it dissipates the smoke really well, so it's very stealthy. Also, another thing is the fire. Check this out. The fire is extremely hot when it gets going, because the earth acts as an insulator from all directions, and it doesn't allow the cold air that would usually just blow away the heat from a typical fire. It doesn't allow it, because it's basically, the heat is transferred straight up. So the heat is directed straight up, right where you want your food, your yummy food. So here's my earth. Here's your spoil. Say that's a rock or whatever. You could use a series of rocks, say kind of overhanging, but you want your spoil on top of that, or something heavy. That way you can place something that can be heated, pot of water, coffee can, food of some sort. Anyway, sounds like I'm about to be interrupted, so just hold on to that. So I'm back. I'm just going to try and pick up where we left off. Essentially, we have a Dakota fire hole, and I've done a little coloring and added a few things. So down here at the bottom of the hole, we need to make at least 4 to 5 inch diameter opening for airflow, and also to add fuel to the fire. You can put little sticks down in there to continue to have a consistent fire. And where were we? Earth is your insulator, the tree, helps dissipate the smoke, keeps your signal down. Yeah, this is where we are. Some of the tools you'll need is, obviously, a shovel, a pair of gloves, an entrenchment tool will work. That's what I'm going to be using to actually build this as a demonstration, is an entrenchment tool that I have on my it's attached to my bag, and I'll be using that. A hatchet. I'm gonna do all the steps necessary to build this. I'm gonna time myself, and make any adjustments. I've never done this before, but I understand the concept, and I think I can probably hammer one out pretty quick, but we'll see. Okay, so I'd like to add a few things. So what I've got here is tool list, an e-tool or a shovel. E-tools stands for entrenchment tool. Fire starters, anything that you can use to start a fire, obviously. Set of gloves. If you have soft hands and you don't like getting your hands dirty, if you don't, if you're sensitive to things like that, if you don't have natural thick skin on your hands, get a pair of gloves. Some cooking utensils. Frying pan, anything can become a cooking utensil if you think just critically, or you solve the problem. Anything can be used as a cooking utensil. Some sticks can be turned into forks. You can carve a spoon. I don't know, man. Just eat with your fingers or whatever. And sticks. That's pretty much all you will need. And even some of these you don't even need. You could use a rock as a shovel. Our ancestors did it, so yeah. And sticks fall out of that tree, and cooking utensils can be tin foil, all kinds of stuff. I'm just kind of ranting here. So okay, let me just move on to this. I'll shut up. So this right here is an e-tool. This is one of the more expensive ones. Gosh dang it. So basically it's 3 pieces, and they unfold. This one fits really nicely in my bag. So this right here adjusts both. So as I loosen this, the handle will fall down. Hold on. Doing this one-handed is tricky. There. Okay. Here we go. I gotta figure out a better way to do this. It's getting tighter. Good. Okay, anyways. Well, this is your entrenchment tool. Are you kidding me? Yeah, so I'll be fixing that. Okay, well, that was awesome. I'm actually very disappointed in the Gorilla Glue that I used to glue this down on there. Interesting. So looks like I'll be putting a couple of screws in that instead. Yeah, it's just something I added to my desk here to help me be able to put some stuff on there. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically it. Here's you need another screenshot of this. Go ahead and snap that, and trees dissipate the smoke. Earth acts like an insulator. Airflow down. Heat transfers straight up. I am really excited to see how this works.